Alright, today's 3D modeling time. So today we'll do a simple I vacuum my home and I needed to clean this sponge filter, or what do I call it, a foam filter. I kind of collect a bunch of dust, and when you try to use it, just doesn't take out the dust on the carpet. So I need to clean it out. On the instruction manual it says something like draw it out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the project. First, we need to create a file as usual and go with the body, and yeah. Then we'll go for the sketching. We're gonna go for plain SY as usual, and there we go. I also did make some measurement for the form. It's kind of cylindrical, so I'm gonna go with circular base. So I'm gonna select that one and then come over here. For the diameter for the form is around 130. Yeah, 130. Oh, it's like 140. Okay, so I'm gonna go with 140. So I need to make some sketch on it and then cut some part out of it. So we'll see when we get the final product. So I'm gonna go with 140, and maybe let's go 145 so I can have more space to work with. Alright, 145. Let me zoom in a little bit. Should we zoom out or zoom in? Should zoom out. Alright, I'm gonna close it out and I'm gonna pat it up. For the height, let's go with 20. Yeah, I'm gonna make some cut through. Originally, I was thinking about doing like make the pad like this and then just make a hole in the middle. Let me show you what I was meant. Okay, that was the original plan, but I'm not doing that. So just to show you what I was trying to do before, just make a little circle and then close it and then make it pockets. And let's say the length that was 20. Let's go with the whole length was 20. Let's say we go like 18. Okay, so we won't get it through, and then make some hole and then just drop the foam inside, and then kind of open the tap water, and the water can drop in and the water can just get in the bottom. But I will also need some more thickness from the bottom too. But yeah, we can do it easy way. So I'm gonna go ahead and then delete this one since we don't need it anymore. So I'm gonna stick to the final idea. So I'm gonna remove that sketch, so we don't need that one. All right. So the diameter is on 140. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make another hole in it. Like I said, the form, the diameter is on 130. Okay. So I'm gonna make another sketch on this face. Let's click on the face. I'm using the FreeCAD, by the way. If you never use it, it's free, pretty easy software, and yeah, it's free. You don't need to buy some what they call it, proprietary. Those are kind of, you gotta pay something like a Fusion 365, pretty good one. But hey, we'll stick to FreeCAD, and so I'm gonna make a sketch on this face. So I'm gonna click on the face and then come to sketch. We're gonna take a circular. I'm gonna make a hole on the object. So I'm gonna go ahead with 130. Like I said, the form is 130, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a 130 diameter as a constraint. When the object the sketch go like a green like this, it means it's fully constrained. So that means when you move it, it just won't move at all. Alright, let's close it and then make a hole. Just go for padding. Okay. Um okay, let's see, we're gonna make it through, so we're gonna like make it through. So I'm gonna get a hole. I can still stick with the dimension and just kind of like add more um value to it. The height of the object was was 20, right? So if I tap on it here 20, it can cut it through, but we can still make it like a cut it through. So both way kind of works. All right, next step, I need to make a little like stair like on the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and then draw another sketch on this face. If this is a little bit smaller, then you can click on it just to zoom in. I'm using like the mouse scroll wheel, so I'm using Windows here. On Mac maybe a little bit different, so but whatever. And make sure you select the blender as the CAD options. So there's much of them. You can use CAD or just whatever you want. So I'm gonna click on this sketch and then make a sketch on this one. Okay, let me move a little bit down, and I'm using like the move button here on my keyboard, like left and right arrow. So pretty simple. Alright, okay, I'm going to do the sketch in here, make another circle, and in here, the outer diameter was 140, so this time, and the inner one was 130, so in here, let's say 135, maybe a little bit more, let's say 137. So we have 3 millimeter thickness from the outer one. So let's take okay. All right. This is seem to be okay. I think that's okay. Let's close it out. 134. Okay, that's good. And then we'll make a pocket a little bit down, but not too much. Let's say the height was 20, right? Let's say 5. Oh, and it's a 10. Okay, no, so we need some thickness. 5 is just fine. Okay, let's go 5. That's good. So the foam can kind of sit on those in the inside ring, so it won't go down. It kind of give like this support and one on the bottom, so the water can flow easily from the bottom, from up to bottom. So I'm gonna open the tap from the up layers and put the foam on it, and then the water drop on the bottom. I'm gonna put on the sink, so the sink too will have a hole in there so the water can flow easily, no problem. Those are kind of like design thinking. You gotta take in consideration everything, so you gotta nicely uh, workable products. So next step, I'm gonna make some little hole here, like I'm gonna cut it through here and make multiple of them. So when the foam kind of set on it, it won't have like just gonna still have some space for water to flow across the edges of the foam. So I'm gonna ahead and make like a rectangle on that one. First, we're gonna select that face, and I'm gonna go to the sketch. If you can select that one, just zoom it through, and then you can have a big way to select it. Pretty simple. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna go with the rectangle in here, and then draw something. Just those dimension won't matter at all. Just draw something out of that, and that's good. I'm gonna kick it out. Just move a little bit so it can touch the little bit. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can move a little bit. I don't want the rectangle edges to be moving, so I'm gonna kind of like move a little bit here. I think that's pretty good. Let's kind of close it out, and then I'm gonna poke it just like that. Okay, I'm gonna poke it through. You can also add like more dimension to that, and then that would do the same thing. Alright, that's looking pretty good. It's kind of a little bit like have some edge on there, but that's fine. Alright, let's click OK, and then we're gonna use like the polar pattern to kind of multiply those cuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and then add more. So I'm gonna go like a 300 degrees. So I'm gonna add as much as I can. Okay, that goes down one more. So we're getting at 4, 6. Let's go a little more. Alright, you can see we're getting more holes, like more cuts through the ring. Let's go add more and more and more and more and more and more. The objective is just still have like those support in there that can hold the foam so it won't like drop down. Gonna add more to it, maybe 20. Alright, I think that's good. If it's too small, that's not good for my 3D printer. It's gonna go like a minimum, like a 2 millimeter. Otherwise, I'm gonna get like a terrible print, and I don't want that. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. So the foam can gonna sit on those little what should I call them? Step or something. I don't know. I think that's all. So I'm gonna go ahead and then click on OK because I'm pretty satisfied with this result. Let me kind of center that one. Just click on VF, kind of center on. Alright, it's looking pretty good. So what I need to do next step is just kind of print it out. First, we need to export the STL file. Just click on Command Windows and then little E in there. They're gonna export it. So you select the body first before we can export. And Control E. I'm using Windows in here, and you put on the file names and whatever you want. I do have like some testing in here. This one wasn't great, so I'm gonna name this one, let's say foam filter. Foam filter. All right. I think 3ds, let's choose STL. That one should, the extension should be also work, but maybe for the STL, what's fine. Alright, so we have our exported file. Next step, we need to open the Bamboo Studio and kind of start printing. Alright, this is the step 2, and we do the printing. First of all, we need to go ahead and import the objects, which is the form filter. And here, I'm gonna open it up. It's not population geometry. Okay, that's kind of new warning I'm getting. Don't know what it is. So just close it up. Alright, that's the object, and yeah, it don't need any support because there's no floating like floating part that will need support to really sit on the plate. So we can go ahead and then just slice it up. I'm gonna print only the A1, so everything set up. Just go ahead and then print it out. Right now my print is on, so if when I just switch the powers on, it should be able to print it out. So that's all I have for this section. If you like something like this, just subscribe for more content coming up. Alright, see you guys. Oops.